Up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another podcast episode. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the topic: are the LA Dodgers ruining baseball? In the 12 weeks ago, when free agency began, the Dodgers wasted no time. They signed Tommy Edman to a 5-year contract after signing Tony Gonsolin and Dustin May. But since then, they have signed seven out of Tim Britton's top 40. Tim Britton from the Athletics' top 40 free agent list. They signed 7 of those guys, and that's just insane to think about because there's still a bunch of other teams out there that could be signing those players, and they signed a good chunk of them. Up next, we'll dive into what has really made the Dodgers make this decision to go all in, and what will happen next for MLB.
All right, first, let's talk about some of the Dodgers signings. They signed Teoscar Hernandez, the home run derby champion. Then they went and picked up Cy Young winner Blake Snell and Michael Conforto, all before the end of 2024. Then we flipped the calendar to 2025.
All before the end. Oh my gosh, I screwed it up.
I said it right, didn't I?
Yeah, I thought you said something different.
Okay.
Oh my.
It's okay.
Okay.
Take 3. All right, first let's talk about some of the Dodgers signings. They signed Teoscar Hernandez, the home run derby champion. Then they went and picked up Cy Young winner Blake Snell and Michael Conforto, all before the end of 2024. Now, flip the calendar into January, and then they turn around and they sign Japanese phenom Roki Sasaki as well as Hae-Sung Kim. Then they've picked up Tanner Scott to pair with Blake Treinen. Those are pretty big signings after the last offseason when they picked up quite the shining star in Shohei Ohtani. But the question is, still, how are they able to sign all of these players? First of all, it has all to do with the luxury tax. The Dodgers are impervious to the luxury tax because they are swimming in cash. All right. Even after they had their draft spot moved down 10 picks, they still have the money. They still keep spending. And you know what? It doesn't even matter. Recently, ESPN.com came out and ranked the top MLB farm systems from top to bottom. Guess who's sitting at number 1? The Dodgers. So even with all of everything else, the Dodgers are spending money and their farm system is still stacked. How are they doing this? Deferred money. What is deferred money? Deferred money is when the team and the player agree to receive a portion of their salary later instead of during the regular years of their contract. So the Dodgers' projected payroll for 2025, about $300 million. Now, let's figure in all of the deferred money, all right? The deferred money that the Dodgers have accumulated over the past 5 years, $1.039 billion with a B, billion dollars. And that sounds like a ton of money because it is. And just to compare, the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, 2 of the other traditionally really high spenders in the MLB, they barely have $50 million in deferred money. So most of the stars on the team aren't even getting paid their money right now because they're getting that big chunk of change on the back end later.
Yeah, which is just, it's so crazy to think about how big of a jump you're going from the big spenders like the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox to the LA Dodgers. They're spending $1 billion, which is so much compared to everyone else in the league, and it is just crazy what they've turned around and been doing these past few years.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
Be able to afford this now, and especially in the future when they're going to have to be paying all that deferred money to their top-notch stars. Most people can't go to 100 games a season, and so they can't get that much money. What am I even saying? Okay, wait. Okay, I got it. But still, this doesn't explain how the Dodgers will ever be able to afford all this deferred money, especially in the future when they have to pay for all those top-notch stars. One of the reasons is that the Dodgers have a ton of fan support, and they get almost sold out of the seats almost every game. But it's not only people going to the stadium. A lot of people just watch it on their electronic devices these days. Since the Dodgers have one of the biggest fan bases in MLB, they get a lot of people watching their games online. Sportsnet LA signed a 25-year, $8 billion deal with the Dodgers to be able to stream their games. Think of what you can do with $8 billion. That is so much money. And for the deferred money, that's why they've been able to spend so much, because they have that ginormous deal that is going to be able to keep them with that $8 billion. That's going to be able to keep them for a good amount of years. That's a lot of money. But they can still make a ton from just pure people watching their games as well. Another major income source is their sponsorships. The Dodgers probably make a lot from American sponsorships, but since they signed Shohei Ohtani and Roki Sasaki, two beloved Japanese players, they get sponsorships from Japan as well. They have made over $70 million after they signed Shohei Ohtani. Imagine how much more they're going to get after they have now signed Roki Sasaki and Haesung Kim as well. So all these Japanese players, people from over in Japan, they're going to want to see these guys, and those companies there know that people like these guys. So if they sponsor the Dodgers and they get these guys in their products and stuff, people are definitely going to want to see those products.
Yeah, and the Dodgers are just setting themselves up for future success as well, locking down the entire country of Japan as Dodgers fans. Signing the two biggest players to come out of Japan in a long time. Everybody in Japan is a Dodgers fan. Everybody in Japan is buying Dodgers merch. Everybody in Japan is watching Dodgers games. The Dodgers are set up for a long time to come.
Yes, it'll be so interesting how much money they're able to accumulate, not only from their TV deals and what's happening in America, but what's happening across the seas. All right, you want to do this one?
Sure.
All right.
So when you're ready.
All right, good.
Oh, I don't need this now. All right, so what's next for the Dodgers? After all, the Dodgers rotation is pretty much made up of 5 aces, and then they have a backup rotation filled with star-studded young talent. You figure in their all-star level offense, and they have a legit shot to make it back to the World Series this year and go back-to-back. First time since the Yankees did it in 2000. I'd imagine they're probably going to extend Dave Roberts, their manager. He has led them through quite a bit, as much as, some people still kind of think that maybe Dave Roberts isn't the best manager. He still led the Dodgers all the way through. He's probably going to become the highest paid manager in the MLB, and he'll be their manager for the next 5 to 10 years. The Dodgers are, like I said, the Dodgers are set up for success long term. The Dodgers don't look to be going away anytime soon.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you still are, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like these. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Good job.
That was pretty good episode.